Back with another video. See, that's gang. It's your boy They Sound the freaking die. And today's video gonna be a reaction video. But before we even get into it, make sure I like this video. Comment down below. If you're new here, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button so you can catch all my videos. Don't play with me. But we about to get into this reaction video. Today's reaction video gonna be on Carmen. Y'all might know her from Carmen Corey. If y'all don't know her, I will pop a picture right there. But anyway, yeah, we're about to get into it, so let's get into it.
Hello, my name is Carmen Pritchett. I'm 22 years old, and a lot of y'all may know me from Carmen and Corey.
C4L
Carmen.
And we coming to y'all with our new intro video on our page. You know, let the fans know about us, what all we'll be doing on our channel.
But I'm gonna start off with everything really started to the point of why I'm here now. I'm 22 years old. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. Well, I was there majority of my childhood.
I know a lot of people who watched this video already said she make them cry and stuff by talking in the video. Like,
this is basically where I grew up since I was 10 years old. I went to elementary school, middle school, high school, and I had my jobs and everything before YouTube.
Oh, I don't cry.
For 5 years. And when I say left me, it's not that she was being a bad mom, as she just left me. She left me to go, you know, find like a better life for us, a better life for me, knowing that I'm the only daughter. So, you know, during the 5 years of her missing in my life, I really wasn't aware of the things that a mother could possibly do for a daughter, you know. I'm almost here, guys, and
I did not know this video was
high
this
school bring me
long.
so many memories because I really had a lot of friends, and I was really cool with a lot of teachers. This is where I really became of me really just building friendships with a lot of people. So it's like I had a bond, but my mama broke all my bonds, y'all. I'm gonna show it to y'all. This is called George Washington Carver High School. This is where Carmen came from freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year, y'all. Okay, guys, so here's my high school, and like
I like her outfit. She killing it though.
High school, and I was here from 9, 10, and 11th grade year, y'all. I used to wait on my mom to come pick me up, like right there. I used to sit with my girlfriend just chilling, and one time, this is what made my mom mad. One time I was sitting there, and one of a random guy, well, not a random guy, but he was my friend. He had his arm around me,
you're the
and that's what made
friend.
my mom want to transfer me to another school. But in this high school, y'all, I learned so much. Because of this high school is why I wanted to do Air Force. Because I was doing that ROTC, I was competing with other school, I was, you know, doing that. All of that, I was doing that in this high school. And I learned so much. And I felt like by the time I got to this high school, it's when my English started getting better also. Because, you know, I always had a translator with me all the time. But when I came here, it was like, Carmen, you on your own. All my freshman year, I did so amazing, y'all. I was a good student. I never really had F or D's or C. I stayed on like A's and B's majority of the time. But I feel like the only reason my mom didn't really like me in this school is because, especially like juniors, will just leave their school because it's so easy for you to just walk out, literally. Like from the friend office, you can't walk away. But if you go to that door right there, it's come from the gym. So from that gym, everybody's easy to just walk in the parking lot, and everybody just walk to the McDonald's that we just passed by. So my mom, I don't know what happened, but somebody told my mom that they saw me walking to McDonald's during class time, which it was a totally lie. I never left school to walk like that. I never did, guys. But I used to just be right there. My mom embarrassed me in this school multiple times, and I want to make sure she tells y'all that, because she will park here and scream at me to come on in Spanish. Everybody looking at me like, Carmen, you in trouble, you in trouble. But it was more like she wasn't really cursing at me, but it's just the way she just pulled up and like, get your over here, basically. So And then when I was in RTC, I used to put a flag up here. every morning, and I would get out of school at 2:45, and I would come and take the flag down.
Hold on, how you doing? All right. I saw somebody video telling me what we got going on out here.
You know I have history in this school.
Gotcha. She left us and went to the park crossing over there.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I didn't leave. My mom took me. My mom took me
She
away.
should not have taken you away. She should have left you here.
She took me away, and I was so mad. I was hurt. I cried.
We got you. We missed you.
I
Put some clothes on
know.
before you catch cold.
Okay.
All right, we good. All right,
Thank you. So that's Principal Hall. He was like this with me. I was like his little daughter. I'm gonna take you here, and this is it's called Petri Warehouse. This is more like where people like put everything in boxes like cigarettes, chips, juices, candy, and they put in the trucks, and they just they deliver that. I started working here soon as I graduated high school, which was at 17 years old. I started working here, and that was because my mom.
Yeah, I'm dancing to the background music. If y'all can hear in the background, I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. Just dancing. I'm dancing to the background music.
The only thing I did not like about this job, I feel like this job was very for guys type, because I would clock in at 12 evening, and I just never knew what time I would get out. I literally will get out like at 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and then I'll have to come right back at 12. So this right here, like, we used to come and sit outside for lunch, which on lunch days, y'all, it was very like limited. Like they would just give you 15 minutes to just break, and then you have to go right back in. When you go inside, they don't have no fans, there's no heat, so when it's cold, you have to really come like with a whole bunch of jackets, hat on, thick bands, everything, because your hands will get freezed in there, y'all. So during the time of me working here is when I met Corey. So when I met Corey, he used to like come right here, park outside, and just wait on me. That's crazy. That's the time of the break is over, actually, y'all. Wow, remember that? During that time,
I need a thumbnail.
Me growing up, me changing into being a girl, teenager, or whatever. I had a close relationship with my
Let's
dad.
try to get one this
Definitely
way.
did, because he was the only one in my life during that time with my grandma. And my grandma, she was a little bit old, so it wasn't so
That was
much
gonna be
stuff
one of my
I could do
thumbnails,
for
though.
me. But during that time, I was going to
really do
school,
need a
I was
thumbnail.
in school, getting my education and everything. That's something that never missed in my life was education. I always had it. So, during that time of me just being with my dad, I remember it was just finna be my birthday. It was finna be like 5 days before my birthday, which I was gonna turn 9. So before I turned 9, it was a thing where my daddy didn't stay with us. My dad didn't really spend time with us. But I always look at things like things happen for a reason. So now I'm gonna take you to the house of basically where I really, really grew up at, because this house has a lot of memory, and I'm kind of sad that my mom, they had to move. But I know for a fact that I'll always remember this house, y'all, like always. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna take y'all there, and y'all gonna see it for yourself. Let's go.
Go to the park.
I'm on YouTube.
Yes, I do.
I'm ready.
How y'all recognize me?
I see your face.
My
The
face.
first time I see, I said, that's Carmen.
Oh,
I know your
damn.
face.
Okay, then I came back. I'm just doing like a B-roll of basically where I come from.
I said, Carmen might be loud. What's she doing?
When some situations happen, that's the question that we always ask. Why? And we just never really get the answer. So the time me being with my dad, it was more like, this is my superhero. This is my mom, this is my dad here. Like, he was the one taking care of me, taking me to school, make sure I had a food in my plate, doing all of that. And I was only his daughter. So 5 days before I turned 9, I didn't hear from my mom during that time. I usually call like twice a week, but it went a week by without her calling me. So I would just wonder like, what happened? Maybe she just got busy, So
Pop my neck.
it was this night where I guess my dad was drunk or some way got drunk, and he decided to spend the night at my grandma's house, which that's where I was staying. And I remember he asked me if I could just lay next to him and sleep with him. it was more like, okay, yes, you know, I
Making sure my camera don't stop before I know it.
Honesty. But as the night was going by, it seems like things just got a little bit weird, and I just couldn't understand like what was happening at the moment. So it just happened so fast, you know. It happened so fast that it will always be a thought in my head. It will always be the feeling in me. It will always be the memory in me. You know, like I would never understand how can a father do something like that to his daughter. So that time of him being drunk, you know, he took advantage of me. So it was more of like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I was allowed to scream. I didn't know if I was allowed to run to my grandma and say anything. I didn't know. I was just speechless. I was just like, okay, what's next? You know, I didn't have a mom. I couldn't reach to my mom. So that night, after he did what he did, you know, we still stayed there. But the next morning, when we woke up, well, I woke up and I realized he was gone. And when I woke up, it was like, you know, blood in the bed, where I just felt like, okay, this is not right. Yeah. Wow. I feel like I haven't been here, which I usually come here a lot. So basically, this house, my daddy, well, my stepdaddy, because you know he's from Mexico. So let me tell you real quick. My mom is Honduran, my dad is Puerto Rican, so I'm mixed. But I always said I'm Puerto Rican because when I say I'm Honduran, a lot of people's like, "Where's that?"
My camera about to stop any second.
Which my daddy is.
And I need to
But
keep
my
looking
stepdad
up. I don't
is
want to
the
mess
one
up
that
on my
really
video.
build the houses and like do a lot of construction things. So anything that we need in a house, he would definitely do. We used to live here for, I would say, wow, maybe 7 years we lived here. And guys, the crazy part that in this house, I'm gonna take you this way. Come right here, and I'm gonna show you exactly like what really happened in this house, because I will never forget this house. My parents don't live here anymore. They just moved to a house temporarily because my daddy is building a house from the ground. So they're just staying there until he's done with the house. But this house caught on fire. If I'm not mistaken, it was a Christmas day, because you know Christmas for us is the 24th of December. So this house caught on fire, guys, and I don't know how everything happened, but everything just happened so fast that all I remember is my mom kept like calling me, and when I opened my door, it's like all the smoke came in, and it was just like nowhere for me to get out. So I felt like I started getting weak because I was breathing like all the smoke. So like my daddy was able to get out, my brother got out on his own, but my mom took me out of that window right there. My mom took me out of that window. She broke that window, and when she broke the window, like she dragged me, and that's why I have my marks right here. Which this
Man, this crazy. Like you don't never know nobody's story. Like this crazy for real.
Which that's where it came from.
I think this is the part everybody was talking about. They was like crying on.
Everything came. It was like right there, and I was so weak.
Like I would be crying too, but like I'm not no soft person. Like I don't. Like I got feelings, but I don't cry. But this really.
We went and lived in an apartment that my boss, well, my daddy's boss, gave him temporarily until we get a house again. But my daddy decided, because my stepdad is such a hard worker, he decided that he was gonna rebuild the whole house again. This house used to be like a nude color. After it got burned, then that's when he decided to do this blue with white. But this house was like rebuilt all over again when it got burned. Because when it got burned, everything was just like destroyed. So I wish I had pictures of that, but I'm gonna ask my mom if anything that is left from that. But yeah, so this is where my brother, my mom, and my stepdad really like grew up at. And from here I used to go to Carver, and I used to go to the job that I just took out. Everything's really just here, like really close. This is where I grew up at. This is where I had CJ. This is where I came when I was 7 months. This is exactly when I came, and I spent my last 2 months here with my mom and my daddy, because during that time my brother already moved out with his wife. So CJ remember this house, y'all, because every time we'll pull up like right in the corner, CJ would just look, because he remember this house. So CJ already got memories in here. This way my baby basically was born. my mom and my dad never had a good relationship. It was never like a husband and wife relationship. It was never that. It was always my mom just on her own, taking care of me and my brother, which is the oldest.
Alright, well, for my mom, I know it has been hard for her to raise us, because basically she has been by herself all of the time, you know. And first she had me at a very young age. She was 13 years old, so you can imagine how bad it was.
They look alike a little.
When she had me, she didn't have nobody.
Let me know down in the comments if you think they look
she
alike.
walked out of the hospital, she had me in her arms, and she didn't know where to go, what to do, you know. And despite that she was in so many medications not to get pregnant again, somehow she ended up getting pregnant again 3 years later by Carmen. And she wasn't ready for that as well, so you can also, you know, kind of feel like what she was going through. So, you know, me and Carmen...
Y'all, it's February 11.
Like,
at 5:44 in the morning.
I know the struggle.
So y'all might don't be getting this video
where we are today is
until like
definitely a blessing for us, you know, especially to know that
I might be nice and go ahead and drop it around about 7 a.m.
You know,
I'm not gonna make y'all wait that long
because
to get this video.
Some of her
like friends. I am tired, but I got to get my workout. Like I got to work to get bigger. Like I got to work harder to go to the top, baby.
So I was never like stable in one place. So she left Carmen with a very close friend of her that she was a principal in a school. But you know, Carmen has always been nice or sweet or whatever you want to call it. So she never had any problems. So that's the reason why she brought me first. And then later, you know, she decided to go get Carmen, and she started raising us here. She didn't have any money. We basically was living in a room, and I don't know how she did it, but you know, she always had us a roof where to be at, you know.
Sorry y'all, like I said, it's 5:46 in the morning. That's why I'm so tired, but I need to get my workout.
So I wasn't able to go all the way like in because the security said that on camera. I would say the biggest jab that I have, I used to get paid, I would say by roughly 700, 800, 900, sometimes 1,000 if everything was like good. But that was if I would come on weekends, because I used to work from Monday through Friday, but overtime it would be Saturdays and Sunday, and I used to do that multiple times. This is where me and Corey used to work together, because I got him a job there who was clocking in and clocking out, and Corey never did overtime. Yeah, Corey's so lazy. He never did overtime. And we used to wear these shoes out that were super, super heavy. Like, you had like metal, like it was bad. Cause I used to go home and cry to the fact that like my feet used to hurt, my back used to hurt. But the good thing about it, like almost at the end of like by me leaving this job, they named me the team leader. Which means, because you know, I speak both languages, Spanish and English, so they named me a team leader, and I was like the right hand of the supervisor. So my job kind of came like a little bit light. It wasn't so much heavy, but I still feel like I was doing jobs like that I was supposed to do. But yeah, so this is the job that Corey made me quit, and we quit the job, and I was super happy. I guess I was satisfied with my $900 or $1,000. My mom was very, very strict. And when I said street, it was all the way around, like with boys and girls, because some girls,
this girl is so pretty.
Knowing that like, okay, they're bad influence. See, look, they drinking at a young age. That's what you're gonna be doing. I don't want you to do that. Look, she just had a baby. You gonna have a baby. So like, what she said that was going on around me, she did not want that to happen to me. And my mom's biggest fear was always, don't get pregnant at a young age. Before I turned 18, I wanted to sneak out of my house. And I got caught. The first time I tried, I got caught.
I feel like everybody should sneak out as a kid.
Like 10 times 3 girl on me. And
Mama, don't watch this.
Like, windows. Like, literally. All the windows had screws. Even from the smallest windows to the biggest windows in the living room had screws. And I seen my daddy doing it. Like, my daddy used my stepdad, he used his drill to put screws there. And I'm just like, I'm in jail, basically. So I don't have nothing to do but go to my job and come right home. Basically, that's what my lifestyle was as a teenager. So it was like my mom would tell me like she had a vision of what type of boyfriend she would like for me, because you know us Hispanic are kind of like different from everyone, and our parents are completely different. So she had a lot of Hispanic friends that had daughters, and their daughter would just get pregnant, and they like single mom. So my mom was like, if I went through that, I don't want you to go through that, because now it's like you're repeating my cycle, and that should not happen, because I brought you here to have a better life than what I had, you know? So my mom never put me in birth control. She never talked to me about sex. She never told me what protection was, what birth control pill was. She never had those type of conversations with me at all. And with time, she explained it to me that it was because she did not want me to feel free that I could just have sex with anybody or just be having sex. Because if I'm protected that, okay, I can have a baby, her mindset was like, okay, she can just have sex with anybody and I would not know, you know? So my mom, like, every day I would go to work, she tells me the same thing every day. As soon as you get off work, come straight home. As soon as you get off work, come straight home. So before I even get out, I would let her know, like, okay, today I'm getting around this time. My mom would be the type that if I text her,
she was making sure you don't bring her no grandkids home, girl.
My mom will take her butt to my job at 2 in the morning, make sure that I'm still working, because my mom, she had trust issues, you know, and she just wanted to believe that what I'm telling her was true. So I just couldn't do nothing, and I felt like the more strict she was, I did kind of like want to try more things, but I just get caught every time. This when Corey came in the picture, I remember just like it was freaking yesterday. Corey,
Why do I feel like my camera about to stop again? Because this video is so long.
18, so I was allowed to have a little freedom, you know. So I went over to my friend's house, and we had posed. It was a video we posted. It was a trailer. We posted like a music video. We just dancing, and I didn't pay attention that the location was on. So when I posted the video, the location was there. So I guess that's what it caught Corey's attention, and Corey started liking my pictures. So I was like, okay. So I started liking his picture back. But when he DM'd me, I realized he DM'd me like a whole year ago. I'm like, oh wow. You know, and I responded to him before, but it would be like 3 months after or 4 months after. I'm like, I never would be a boyfriend like this. So when we started liking each other's picture, he slid my DMs, and he was like, I would rather to get to know you instead of liking my pictures. Corey always been, since 2016, Corey always been such a sweet guy. You know, like he always been the type of guy that when you get in a relationship, you want this.
Yeah, my camera gonna end up stopping again. Like I feel like my camera gonna end up stopping
like,
again.
Man, like this is what any girl wants in a man. Like he just come randomly flowers on your door and then bring flowers for your mom. So as the time was going, you know, my mom was like, okay, who is this new guy? You have to introduce him to me. So I'm like, well, this kid's name is da-da-da. He's still in high school. That's, I think, the only thing that my mom wasn't so good on it, that he was still in high school and I was still in high school. Like, I was the man in the relationship. So, and when I found out that he was still in high school, I couldn't believe it, because I'm like, you 18, why are you still in high school? I graduated when I was 17. Why are you still in high school? But then he had told me that he had surgery, something happened that kind of like stopped his school. So when he came back, he was kind of late on it. So when my mom met him, she had my brother to translate, because she just couldn't trust what I was saying. So she had my brother to translate for her.
Now my camera about to stop.
Questions like,
If I keep looking at the time.
like, seeing her, like, who are you, like, from, what's your family, all that type of questions that a parent will ask. But my mom, for some reason, started liking Corey. Like, seeing something that Corey was like, oh, I like him, he's very humble, he's sweet, he's very caring, he trying to win me and doing this, doing that. So my mom, I was like, oh, he doing the right thing, he's going the right way. So as time was going by, I got moved from this job to another job, which was the Honda plant, which was like a car plant, and you know, it was like car parts and all the stuff. But as I moved there, me and my mom got into it. So when me and my mom got into it, I decided to move out. And when I decided to move out, I went into this trailer park. I went there and I got this, you know, a room in a trailer with strangers that I didn't know. It was a lady but she was so caring and lovely, y'all. And when I moved there, the place wasn't a place where I felt home.
Wow. Well, that was the end of the video. That story was sad. Like I said, I would have cried in that video, but I'm not like no soft person. Like, I do get feelings and stuff, but it's hard. Like, when you go through stuff in life, you got all that pain built up inside you, it's too much pain for you to even cry about stuff. But I do get feelings, so she is a pretty girl. I like her, like, I really did enjoy her video and stuff. But we about to close out this video right now. Make sure I go support her. I will put her link down below in the comments and stuff. Make sure I go support her and stuff, and her boyfriend, I mean her husband and her kid. But we about to close out this video, so make sure I like this video, comment down below, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. You know, here, get me to 1K. Stop praying with me, get me to 1K. Thank y'all for supporting me. Like, my YouTube been going high this whole month, like 2021. This is my year, baby. But we about to close out this video. Bye, CVS gang.